वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So, welcome to the thematic study of the Bhagavad Gita Preface and Introduction. So, we have completed the discussion on the preface. In the preface, there is the mood and the mission. The first two paragraphs speak about the mood, and the next four paragraphs speak about the mission, which we have already discussed. And some philosophical concepts with respect to the preface was aham and mama, deha dehi beda tattva, which is, which helps us to become free from aham and mama. And then don't stand on Gita, just understand the Gita, the concept of subject and object. And after that, we began with the uh, thematic study of the Mangalacharan. There are 58 paragraphs, and these paragraphs are divided into various themes. As we are going to study these themes, we are also going to study some philosophical concepts and terminologies. So we in the last class discussed the Mangalacharan entire, we just recited now, but we did not discuss the concept of Mangalacharan. So today in this class, we will be discussing the concept of Mangalacharan. Now, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in his Chaitanya Charitamrita, the magnum opus, which is the ultimate book for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, which gives the highest understanding of the Gaudiya Vaishnava theology. There he defines what is Mangalacharan. Mangala means auspicious, and Charana means Acharana means an auspicious invocation. Say Mangalacharan Haya Trivida Prakara Vastu Nirdesha Ashirvad Namaskara. The invocation involves three processes. Say Mangalacharan hai Trivida Prakar. So this invocation, Mangala, Mangal means auspicious invocation. So Acharana, as I mentioned, is an invocation, but it is auspicious invocation. So Trivida Prakar. So this Mangalacharan has the three processes: defining the objective, Vastu Nirdesh, offering benedictions, Ashirvad, and offering obeisances, Namaskar. So the Mangalacharan verses are generally the verses which are composed at the beginning of the work, and the object of their worship or the object of that book, you know, who is that? That will be very clearly defined in the, and the writers write this Mangalacharan to offer obeisances to their worshipable deity and to their spiritual masters and to the Vaishnavas in Gaudiya Sampradaya. And they also give benediction as to what they are going to get from studying this work. What is the Ashirvad? So, every book has a particular objective, but specifically in Sanskrit, the defining object is the absolute truth, Vastu Nirdesh. So we will go into examples a little ahead, but let us try to understand first what is the definition of Vastu Nirdesh. So Mangalacharan has this Vastu Nirdesh, defining object, Namaskar, offering obeisances, Ashirvad, offering or invoking benedictions. Now Vastu Nirdesh. तृतीय श्लोके ते करे वस्तुर निर्देश यहाँ है ते जानी पर तत्वर उद्वेश. In the third verse, so this is this Mangalacharan verse definition is given in Adi Leela first chapter verse 22, but after two verses he says third verse, that means Adi Leela third verse, Tritiya Shlokete. In the third verse I indicate the absolute truth who is the ultimate substance. Kari Vastura Niddesh. So Vedam Vastavam Vastu. So Vastura Nirdesh is given very clearly in the third verse. With such a description, yaha hai te jani, one can visualize the supreme truth. Paratatvera Uddesh. So, what is that absolute truth and how to realize that or visualize that absolute truth? That is an indication given by the Mangalacharan verse, especially the Vastu Nirdesh. Now, let's go to that verse. This is CC Adi Lila 1.3. Yad Advaitam Brahmopanishadi Yadapyasya Tanubha या आत्मन्तर्यामि पुरुष इति सो स्वांश विभव षडैश्वर्यः पूर्णो यः इह भगवान् स स्वयम् अयम् न चैतन्यात् कृष्णात् जगति परतत्त्वं परम् इह. What the Upanishads describe as impersonal Brahman. Yad Advaitam Brahma Upanishad is but the effulgence of his body. Yad api asya tanu bha. Tanu means the body, bha means the effulgence. So what the Upanishads describe as impersonal Brahman, it is just the effulgence of the body of the Lord. And the Lord is known as Super Self. Ya Atmantaryami Purusha. Antaryami Purusha is but his localized plenary portion. Saha Asya Amsha Vibhava. It's a Vibhava category of expansion. It's an amsha. It is the amsha of that Lord. And the Brahman effulgence is his effulgence of his body. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna himself. Bhagavan sa swayam ayam na chaitanyat krishnaj. That means Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, full of its six opulences, Sad Aishwarya Purna. Just like Krishna is also Sad Aishwarya Purna. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. Paratatvam param iha. Matta paratram nanyat. Like Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita 7.7. So the Vastu Nirdesh here in this verse of Chaitanya Charitamrit is who? Who will answer this? Who is the Vastu Nirdesh here in this verse? Who is the Vastu Nirdesh? Who will answer? Let us see how well you have understood Vastu Nirdesh. Who is the Vastu Nirdesh in this verse? Govinda Nandini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Is it Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Yes, it is not Krishna, it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not different from Krishna. That is being indicated because Chaitanya Charitamrita, the work is about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very nice. Now, in the Bhagavatam 111, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadasya Tonvayaditaraschatesh Abhigna Swarat Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavai Muyanti Yatsuraya Tejo Varimradam Yata Vinamayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirastakuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. So the absolute truth here is from whom this creation comes. And is Abhigna, he is Swarat. And it is he who instructed Brahma in the heart. And all the devatas are bewildered. You know, just like, you see fire on earth or water on land or something like that, Trisargamrsha, you know. But he resides in his own abode, which is free from all illusions. And that absolute truth, I offer my respectful obeisances. Satyam Param Dhimai. So the Vastu Nirdesh here is Lord Vasudev in this verse. Because from Vasudev, his expansion comes Sankarshana, and then there is Aniruddha Pradyumna, and sorry, from Krishna there is these Chaturvyas, and from this first Chaturvya there is a second Narayan. From Narayan, the second Chaturvyas are there, Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Aniruddha, and from that expansion is Mahavishnu, who creates this universe. So in that sense, the absolute truth is Vasudev. Now this is a Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu verse. The Vastu Nirdesh has been defined here. Akila Rasamritamurti Prasmara Ruchiruddhataraka Pali Khalita Shama Lalito Radha Prayan Vidur Jayati. Krishna, the destroyer of all sin and the bestower of all bliss, Vidhu, the very form of the highest bliss filled with rasas, Akhila Rasamritamurti, excels all, Jayati, others in glory. He brings Taraka and Pali under his control. Ruddha Taraka Pali by the diffusion of his beauty. Prasmara Ruchi. He accepts or embraces Khalita, Shamala, and Lalita as his equals and gives pleasure to Radha by his excellent qualities. Radha Prayan. So in this Vastu Nirdesh is who? Who is being indicated as Vastu Nirdesh? Ashok Atma Vasudev Prabhuji. Who is the Vastu Nirdesh here?
Prabhu Supreme Lord Krishna.
Supreme Lord Krishna in what form? What is the form?
In the form of
Very clear, the answer is there in the verse.
that is sound vibrations.
Sound vibration, where you are here in the verse saying found Murti is the
Glory,
Shabda,
glory,
glory,
pastimes.
past times. But you see where the word Murti is coming here.
Akila Samrita Murti. The form.
So the Lord form is filled with what?
Rasas.
So the absolute truth is defined as the complete embodiment of all rasas. Just a
Rasas.
minute.
Yes,
Just a
Prabhu.
minute.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. This.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is 5 rasas. Hare Krishna.
It includes all the rasas,
Yeah.
not only five primary rasas, all the secondary, all the 12
Second.
rasas,
12 rasas.
all the 12 rasas. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So here the Vastu Nirdesh is Akhila Rasamrita Murti, Krishna in the form of embodiment of rasa. So the subject matter or Vastu, Vedam Vastavam Vastu, of all the three books is Krishna, but in its different features. The subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam is Krishna Vasudeva in his form of Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. The subject matter of Chaitanya Charitamrita is Krishna in his feature as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The subject matter of Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu is Akhila Rasamrit Murti, Krishna, who is the embodiment of Rasa. So although it is Krishna, but in his different features, that you have to understand. Now, example of Virat Kohli. I'm giving a modern example. Now, Virat Kohli, when he's at home, he's in a different mood, relishing maybe with his children, Vatsalaras. So that is Virat Kohli. But when that same person goes, in the cricket stadium, now he's retired. That's what I heard. I don't know. I've never seen him batting because it's almost 25 years that I've not watched any cricket match. So because he's not playing, but when he was playing, there he's in a different mood, Aishwarya mood, in a different feature as a batsman, as a cricketer. But at home, he's like a father, reciprocating with his son very intimately, you know. So just like a person can have different features and the same person when he goes, in a show, he's in a different feature. He's not there like a cricket man or a parent, So like that, personality can exhibit different features. So then why it's not possible for the absolute truth? That's the point. Now this is Vastu Nirdesh, which we have defined. Now what constitutes Namaskar? Kaviraj Goswami says, Grantera Aramba Kari Mangalacharan Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tini Rasparan. In the beginning of this narration, Grantera Aramba, simply by remembering the spiritual master, the devotees of the Lord, and the personality of Godhead, Guru, Vaishnava, Bhagavan, Teenerasparan. I have invoked their benedictions. Kari Mangalacharan. So Mangalacharan has, just invoking benedictions. Also, Mangalacharan also has Vastu Nirdesh. So Namaskar is offering Namaskar to Guru, Vaishnava, and Bhagwan. So here you can see Namaskar, offering obeisances to Bhagwan, Bhagwan Vandana it is called, Guru Vandana, and then Vaishnava Vandana. So, not all writers or authors, some authors can compose a verse only, specifying the Vastu Nirdesh, as we saw the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu or the Chaitanya Charitamrit verse or the Bhagavatam verse. That verse is specifically only Mangalacharan with respect to Vastu Nirdesh. But there can be verses composed where there is Vastu Nirdesh, also Namaskar, and also Ashirvad in one verse. And Namaskar can be only to Bhagwan or only to Guru or only to Vaishnavas, or there can be different verses composed separately for Bhagwan Vandana, Guru Vandana, and Vaishnava Vandana. And all these three will offer obeisances, Namaskar, Mangalacharan. They will offer Mangalacharan, offering obeisances. So that's what you have to understand with respect to Namaskar. Now what are the benefits of offering Namaskar? Tinira smarana hoye vigna vinashana, anayasa haya nija vanchita purana. Such remembrance destroys all difficulties and very easily enables one to fulfill his own desires. So this is the benediction which the offering obeisances has, and remembering Vandana, all the obstacles to complete the work will be destroyed, and the desire to write that grantha will be fulfilled. That's why Namaskar is offered. Okay, we have seen the Mangalacharan has Vastu Nirdesh, Namaskar, and Ashirvad. And within Namaskar, there is Bhagavan Vandana, there is Guru Vandana, and there is Vaishnava Vandana. In the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, there are separately verses composed for Bhagavan Vandana, Guru Vandana, and Vaishnava Vandana, which we will see. Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu is very unique. So this is the verse which is Bhagavan Vandana. हृदयस्य प्रेरणया प्रवृत्तोऽहं वराकरूपोऽपि तस्य हरिः पदकमलं वन्दे Chaitanya-devasya. So this Chaitanya-devasya, he is offering his namaskar to Chaitanya-deva, to the Lord who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is Bhagavan Vandana. I offer my respects one day to the lotus feet, Padakamalo, of the Supreme Lord in the form of Chaitanya-deva. Tasya Hare Chaitanya-devasya. He is Krishna, but his form come in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Though I am a wild person by nature, Varakaropi, Rupopi, means he is exhibiting his humility. By his inspiration within my heart, Hridayasya Prerna, I have undertaken this work. Pravritta Aham. So we saw Bhagavan Vandana, then Guru Vandana, obeisances to spiritual master. Rup Goswami considered Sanatan Goswami as his spiritual master. So he offers his Guru Vandana in the third verse. Vishrama Mandiratyātasya Sanatana Tanoyor Madishasya Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bhavatu Sadayam Pramodaya. May this Bhavatu, name worked, the ocean of nectar composed of Bhakti Ras. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu always Sada serve as a recreation hall. Vishrama Mandiratya of my Lord, Madhishas, manifested in the form of Sanatana Goswami, Sanatana for his pleasure, Pramodaya. So I'm offering this Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, uh, you know, at the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami. I am offering my obeisances to Sanatan Goswami. 1 second, just give me. Sanatan Goswami. So he wrote this, work Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu for the pleasure of Sanatana Goswami. So that reading Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, he takes, he Vishrama Mandiratya, just like his heart is in like a recreation hall. Just like you go to a different hall and watch a video, that hall is meant for watching movies, recreation, and you take pleasure. So let this work become a, you know, uh, recreation hall for Sanatan Goswami in his heart and give him pleasure, you know. So this is Guru Vandana. And then Vaishnav Vandana is also there in the fourth verse. Obeisances are given. Bhakti rasamrita sindho charita paribhuta kala jala biha bhakta makaranashi ashilita mukti nadikan namasyami. I offer my respects, namasyami, to the devotees who are like Makaras, kings among fishes. Bhakta Makaran. So, Rup Goswami offers his obeisances to all the devotees and he compares the devotees to Makara. A Makara is a special fish which has the front portion as an elephant body, the middle portion is like a fish body, and then a crocodile body also. All three together is a Makara. And it is not seen today, but there is to be a fish, and many traditional paintings in the temples, you can see this Makara picture, and it is found now also in certain parts of the world, but it's very rare. So why he compares the devotees to Makara? Because forlicking Charita in the sweet ocean of devotional rasa, Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, these Makaras are diving and forlicking in the ocean of Bhakti Ras, who disregard the insignificant rivers of liberation. Ashilita Mukti Nadikan. And the the what to say, the I'm not getting the right term. The useless goal of liberation is compared to a river, insignificant river, who are free, paribhuta, from fear caused by the net of time, kala jala. So these makaras don't forlick in the river. The river is compared to the liberation, but they forlick in the ocean and relishing bhakti rasa. So of course, I'll not go into the explanation of this verse, but basically you have to understand that he's offering respects to the devotees who are compared to makaras. Now, sorry. चतुर्थ श्लोके ते करे जगते आशीर्वाद सर्वत्र मागिये Krishna Chaitanya Prasad. In the fourth verse, I have invoked the benediction of Lord upon all the world, praying for Lord Chaitanya for his mercy upon all. So he is offering this Ashirvad to all the people of the world, so that by reading Chaitanya Charitamrit, Lord Chaitanya will bestow mercy and they'll become devotees and go back to order. So Ashirvad verse in the Chaitanya Charitamrit offering blessings to the readers is the fourth verse of Adi Leela, first chapter. Anarpitam charim chirat karunavatirna kalo समर्पयामि तो मुन्नत उज्ज्वल रसम स्वभक्ति श्रियम हरिपुरत सुंदर द्विति कदम्ब संदीपिता सदा हृदय कंदरे स्फुरितवा श्री सचिनंदन. So Lord Chaitanya, he's giving the benediction that he's giving that highest rasa, which is the mother rasa, and let this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reside in my heart, Sada Hridaya Kandara. So this is the Ashirvad. And then the Ashirvad verse in Bhagavatam is 112. Dharma projita kaitavatra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayon mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va parerishvara sadhyo ridya varuddhate atra kritibhi Shushvishtachanat. So all these Kaitav dharma, artha, kama, moksha is completely thrown away. This is Parama dharma. This is Bhagavad dharma, Shuddha bhakti. and it is meant for Nirmatsaranam Satam devotees. And the Vastu is also mentioned. This Bhagavatam will reveal the Vedam Vastavam Vastu, that is the absolute truth, who is Krishna, of course, first in the Vasudev feature, and by which Trapatram Shivadam, it will bring auspiciousness and all the threefold miseries will be eliminated. And this Bhagavatam is composed by Vyasdev, or Narayan spoke it first. There is no other scripture. And here is the benediction for the readers, that the absolute truth, Sadhya Riddha Vratate, he'll very quickly become established in the heart for those who are accomplished, Kritibi, by just the process of hearing. Tatshanat. So this is, the Ashirvad to the readers. Now the Ashirvad verse in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Mimamsaka vada bhagne katinam api कुंटयन्नसो जिह्वां स्फुरतो सनातन सुचिरं तव भक्ति रसामृतांबुधि. O Sanatana, may your ocean of bhakti ras, tava bhakti rasamritam remain for a long time. Spurato suchiram, restricting the harsh arguments. Katinam api kuntayan, of the proponents of karma and jnana. Mimamsaka, just as the ocean restricts the flame, jivam, of the Vadaba fire. That means this benediction he is offering to the devotees who are interested in bhakti, and they will get this bhakti ras. But those who are karma mimamsakas, jnana mimamsakas, better not read Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. That's what he's saying. And just like there is a kind of a fire called as Vadaba Agni, which is under the ocean. And this fire, because it is under the ocean restricts the fire. And that's why because of the huge ocean, the fire cannot come out flame and come out on the surface of the water, because the water douses the fire. Similarly, this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is like an ocean, and it will completely restrict these karma mimamsakas and the jnana mimamsakas. So this is the benediction for the devotees, which is Ashirvad Shloka in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So we have seen Mangala Charan, which has Vastu Nirdesh, and we saw the Vastu Nirdesh of Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Then we saw Ashirvad. Ashirvad can be to Guru Vandana, Bhagavan Vandana, and Vaishnava Vandana. Sometimes it can be only to Bhagavan, only to Guru, or only to Vaishnavas, or all the three. We saw in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, all the three, there was Vandana. And then we saw Ashirvad to the readers, what benediction they are going to get by reading his work, this work, whichever work the Kavi has composed. Okay, now Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, also there is this Ashirvad Slok, one more. Bhakti Rasasya Prasutir Akala Akhila Jagan Mangala Prasangasya Agyenapi Mayasya Kriyate Suridham Pramodaya. Though I am ignorant, Agyenapi Maya, I have undertaken Asya Kriyate, this work concerning Bhakti Rasa related to Krishna. Bhakti Rasasya Prasutir, which is auspicious for the whole world. Akhila Jagana Mangala, for the joy of my friends. Suridham Pramodaya. So the Rupa Goswami's friends are all the followers of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, especially the six Goswamis. Okay, so now we have studied this concept of Mangalacharan, and I hope you have carefully heard. Now the ball is in your court. I will read this verse. I will carefully read the translation. You'll have to tell in this verse what is the Vastu Nidesh, or whether in this verse there is Namaskar, and then whether there is Ashirvad. Okay. Now, from the Mangalacharan verse of Baldev Vidyabhushan for his commentary on the Gita Bhushan. Satyananta Chinta Shakya Eka Pakshe Sarvadyakshe Bhakti Rakshitati Dakshe Shri Govinde Vishvasargadi Khande Purnanande Nityam Astam Matirme. May my mind remain eternally fixed. Nityam asatam astam matirme. Let my mind be eternally fixed on He who is the ultimate perfection of real, infinite, inconceivable powers. Satya, Satya means real. Ananta means infinite. Achintya means inconceivable. Shakti, Shakti means powers. And who does controls everything? Sarva Dakshe. Like Maya Dakshena Prakriti, he controls everything. Who is Sri Govinda? Sri Govinde. Expert in protecting his devotees. Bhakta Raksha Ati Dakshe. Bhaksha Raksha Ati Dakshe. Ati Daksha means he is very, very expert to control or to protect his devotees. Who is also the root of creation, maintenance, and destruction of the universe. Vishwa Sargadi Khande. And who is full of bliss, Purna Anande. So now tell me, who is the Vashtu Nirdesh in this verse of Baldev Vidyabhushan's Mangalacharan? Who is the Vastu Nirdesh? Who will answer? Let us see. Or I'll have to ask you all. Who is the Vastu Nirdesh? Who would volunteer first? Chakrama Prabhuji. Are you there? I've unmuted you. You have to unmute from yourself, from your side. Are you there, Prabhuji? Haribol? Are you able to hear me? Yeah, Govind Nandini Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Wait,
Pranam.
1 second. I'll unmute Chakrama Prabhuji. You're late. Maybe you're in some other activity. Yeah. Yes, what is the Vastu Nirdesh here? Who is being indicated?
Shri Govind.
Excellent. Very nice. Sri Govinda. So, and his qualities are mentioned, that's okay. Satya, Ananta, Chinta, Shakti, Sarva Daksha, okay. And yes, is there any namaskar and ashirvad here?
Uh, it is Bhagwan Vandana, right?
Yeah, Bhagwan Vandana. Yes, Mangalacharan is there. Vastu Nirdesh is also there. There is Bhagwan Vandana also done. Very good, very good. Bhagwan Vandana is done. Then Vandana can be Bhagwan Vandana, Guru Vandana, Vaishnava Vandana. So only Bhagwan Vandana is there in this verse. Very good. Then is there any Ashirvad offered?
Uh,
Very clear in the verse.
expert in protecting his devotees
Excellent.
is also
Expert in
there.
protecting his Bhakta Raksha Ati
Bhakta.
Dakshe. And
Mm,
also Nityam Astam Matirme. This is also a benediction.
mm. Okay.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Now, the next verse of Mangalacharan by this is a beautiful verse also. Is one of my favorite verses. अज्ञानिरादिरुपेति यया विशेषं भक्ति परापि भजते परिपोषमुच्चे तत्त्वं परं स्फुरति दुर्गमम् अपि अजस्रं षाड्गुण्यभृत्स्वरचितां प्रणमामि गीतम्. I offer my respects to Gita. Pranamami Geetam. Geetam. I offer my respects to Gita, which was spoken by the Lord endowed with perfect qualities. Shadgunya Britta Swarachitam. This is Gita was composed by the Lord himself, and the Lord has, just like the Lord has six opulences, Shadgunya Brit. The Gita also has six opulences. A work by which the ocean of ignorance meets its complete end. Agyana Niradir. Agyana means ignorance. Niradi means, it's an ocean. Upeti yaya vishesham, it completely ends, by which pure bhakti becomes fully nourished to the highest degree. Bhakti parapi, parapi means pure bhakti. Bhajate pariposham uchche, uchche means to highest degree, and it is fully nourished, pariposhanam, and by which the supreme truth, tattvam param, normally difficult to understand, durgamapai, becomes eternally manifest. Ajasram, Aspurati, Ata Shri Krishnamadi na bhavet gramindriya sevan mukhe hi jivvado swayam eva spurata. So he becomes spuratna like that. So now in this verse, you'll have to tell, about Vastu Nirdesh. There is Namaskar, and Namaskar to whom, and then whether there is Ashirvad. Okay, who will volunteer first? Let us see. Who would like to volunteer? We are today a short group. I don't know why. First two classes, a lot of enthusiasm was there. This is a very, very important course. If you want to really study the Bhagavad Gita, the foundation of all the philosophical definitions we cover in this course. So it's a very, very important course. Devotees should attend it. This is a thing which is taught in the beginning, of our Krishna conscious philosophy. Yeah, who would like to volunteer? Who would like to volunteer? Oh, there is Chakrama Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm here. Just come again with the question.
You have to, in this verse, identify whether there is the Vastu Nirdesh and whether there is Vandana, and Vandana is of Guru, Vaishnava, or Bhagwan. And then, is there any Ashirvad offered in this verse? Either of the three are there, or two are there, or one is there. What is there? We have to see in this verse. What are your thoughts?
Vandana's here. Vandana's here.
Which Vandana is there? Guru Vandana, Vaishnava Vandana, or Bhagwan Vandana?
Uh, Guru Vandana.
Guru, who's the Guru whom in this verse he is addressing? Which Guru is addressing? To his Guru, Vishwanath Chakra Thakur, or whom? His name, no name is there here.
Vishwanath Chakravarti.
Anywhere in the verse he is offering his respects to Vishwanath Chakra Thakur here. In the verse. Is he offering respects to Vishwanath Chakra Thakur?
It is to Gita, it is.
Then it is now not Vandana to Guru, but it is to Vandana to Gita. And Vandana to Gita is Vandana to whom?
Lord Krishna himself.
Because it's not different. Because it was spoken by the Lord himself. So it is Bhagavan Vandana or Guru Vandana?
Bhagwan Vandana.
Wonderful, Bhagavan Vandana. And what is the benediction? What is the Namaskar Ashirvad given here? Is there any Ashirvad?
We come up from the ocean of ignorance.
Yes, Adhyana Niradir Upeti Aya Vishesham. Then what happens?
Pure bhakti comes in.
Full bhakti is fully nourished to the highest degree. Bhakti parapi bhajate pariposham. And then? What happens then?
Supreme
What does
truth gets
Ashirvad?
manifested.
The absolute truth becomes eternally manifest, which is normally difficult, becomes easily manifested. So the three benedictions given to the readers. Very beautiful verse this is. Okay. Now, hear carefully. Gauram Shuka Sat Kumud Pramodi Swabhavikaya Kostamaso Nihanta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sudha Nidhir Me Manodishtan Swaratim Karotu. May the ocean of nectar, Sudha Nidhir Me, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who emanates golden rays, Gauram Shuka, giving joy to the white water lilies of saintly devotees, Sat Kumuda Pramodi, and who destroys the darkness of earth by his splendorous beauty. Swabhavikiya Ghosh Tamaso Nihanta, be present in my mind. Mano Tishtan, Adi Tishtan, and bestow me attraction for himself. Swaratim Karotu. So now let us see who will volunteer. Vastu Nirdesh, we have to identify and whether there is Vandana, and Vandana is of Guru or Bhagwan or Vaishnavas, and what Ashirvad. whether all three components are there, or only two components, or one component is there in this verse, or all three are there. And within Vandana, whether there is Vaishnava and Guru Vandana, or all three are there, or two is there, or one is there, you'll have to tell us. Who will answer? Amar Jagannath Prabhuji. Are you there? Amar Jagannath Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, where are you from, Amar Jagannath Prabhuji? Are you all? Are you able to hear us? What's happening?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Are you able to hear us?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from New Delhi, Prabhuji.
Oh, New Delhi. Where? Which temple you're connected to?
East of Kailash.
Oh, east of Kailash. Okay, so tell us, Vastu Nirdesh is there in this verse?
I have to read it again, Prabhuji. Wait.
You were there from the starting when we discussed Vastu Nirdesh?
Yes, I'm starting Prabhuji little bit not focused. I'm discussing with
Ah,
the
yeah. Vastu Nirdesh means what is the defining object? Who is being defined in that verse, in that work? So,
Okay.
uh, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he offers his respect to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Bhagavatam, it is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So it is Vasudeva. And in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is Akila Rasamrita Murti. So here, whom is Vishwanath Chakra Thakur offering obeisances to, or who is offering his, who is the Vastu Nirdesh of his work? No, let him try first.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes, very good. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that's Vastu Nirdesh is established. So he is establishing the Achinta Beda Beda philosophy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the pure devotion what is given in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu through his commentary on the Bhagavad Gita. Now, is there any Guru Vandana, Bhagavan Vandana, or Vaishnava Vandana?
Uh,
Yes.
yes, Prabhuji. Devotees, Guru Vandana is there.
Guru Vandana or Vaishnava Vandana is there because not
Yes.
specifically any Guru, it's Vaishnava Vandana, giving joy to the water, white water leaves of saintly devotees by his golden rays. So this is also Ashirvad in one sense. And
Yes.
then the Ashirvad is what? It destroys the darkness by his beauty. And this is also Ashirvad, may be present and give attraction for me. So this is a benediction they are asking. Very good. Now, next verse, Mangalacharan verse of Sarartha Varshini Tika. Prachinavacha suvichara soham adyopi Gitamrita lesha lipsu yate prabhur eva matah tadatra santah shamadvam sharanaгаtasya. Though I, Soham, am ignorant, Agyopi, after carefully considering the previous commentaries, Prachina Vacha Suvichara, I desire to obtain a drop of nectar of the Gita, Gita Amrita Lesha Lipsu, and I thus written this commentary. May you devotees please tolerate this work, Shanta Samadvam of a surrendered soul, Sharnagatasa, which is written according to the views of my sannyasi master, Sri Chaitanya. Yata Prabhur Eva Matam Tadatra. So now specifically you have to tell me this Mangalacharan verse speaks about Vastu Nirdesh, Namaskar, or Ashirvad. Who will answer? Nandini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Vastu Nirdesh, Ashirvad, and third one is, what is that, Prabhuji? Third thing is?
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
What is there in this verse? This is little difficult. First, let's go into the Vastu Nirdesh. Is the Vastu Nirdesh mentioned here in the verse.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
No. Actually, you see, he is
Mm.
writing this commentary according to the view of Chaitanya, but he's not offering his respects to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That he has already done here, you know.
Mm.
Sri Krishna,
Yeah.
that he has done here. So he is writing based on the percepts of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, based on Chaitanya philosophy. He is writing his Gita commentary. That's what he's saying. So Vastu Nirdesh is eliminated. Now let's come to Namaskar and Ashirvad. Within Ashirvad and Namaskar, what is there here in this verse?
I desire to obtain a drop of the nectar of the Gita. Ashirvad.
Yes, there is Ashirvad actually. May you devotees please tolerate this work of a surrendered soul. So there is Ashirvad. So there is no Guru Vandana or Vaishnav Vandana is not there. There's Ashirvad. He's asking benedictions, and actually by he offering respect, Ashirvad to devotees, that he's asking, uh, uh, we are going to get the drop of nectar of Gita, you know,
Mm.
you know. So that's, and we'll become surrendered to the Lord and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that's what is the Ashirvad. Okay, so we have completed the concept of Mangalacharan. We started at 6:15. So any questions you have about the concept of Mangalacharan, which we discussed up till now? If you have any questions, we will discuss now. This is very, very important, and it is not really, right from systematically one by one, we will go into this. Yeah. So do you have any questions about the concept of Mangalacharan, which we discussed now? Any questions, any clarifications you have up till now? Okay, so then I will just
No,
begin now with the overview of the introduction, and then maybe just start with the introduction and then continue the discussion tomorrow. So Mangalacharan is over. We recited the Mangalacharan prayers, and Mangalacharan is the concept of Mangalacharan we discussed. Now we go to the overview of the introduction. So there is Mangalacharan, there is paragraphs 1 to 8, the spirit of Bhagavad Gita, which we'll begin now to study. Now, in the spirit of Bhagavad Gita, paragraphs 1 to 8, paragraph 1 speaks about Bhagavad Gita or Gita Upanishad is the essence of Vedic knowledge. Other commentaries, it is commentaries, I'll change it, do not touch on the spirit of Gita. Whereas Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, touches on the spirit of the Gita. And what is the spirit of the Gita? The spirit of the Gita is Lord Krishna is to be accepted as Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you're commenting on the Gita and don't accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead, then you've missed the message. So this is described in paragraph 2. In paragraphs 3 to 7, Bhagavad Gita is understood only by a devotee like Arjuna, who is in direct relationship with Lord Krishna. Bhaktosi Saka Cheti. Arjuna was a Saka of Krishna, and he was a Bhakta. Then only he can understand. So that Prabhupada elaborates in paragraphs 3 to 7. And paragraph 8 speaks about Bhagavad Gita should be taken up in a spirit of devotion as Arjuna and all sages accept. So these are the, sub-themes you can say, or, essence in each of the paragraphs. And these paragraphs 3 to 7, there is one essence which is, it is common in all these paragraphs. So all four are taken together here. So that's the point. Okay. So I will just start with paragraph 1. The spirit of the Bhagavad Gita. The spirit of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. I'll just start today at paragraph 1. Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishads. It is the essence of Vedic knowledge and one of the most important Upanishads in Vedic literature. Of course, there are many commentaries in English on the Bhagavad Gita, and one may question the necessity of another one. So in English, during Prabhupada time, when he wrote a commentary in 1965, there were already 500 commentaries all over the world, written by various scholars, gurus, swamis, teachers, scientists, you can say. This presentation can be explained in the following way. Recently, an American lady asked me to recommend an English translation of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, in America, there are so many editions of Bhagavad Gita available in English. But as far I have seen, Prabhupada is saying, I have seen. Again, his mood is coming out here. Not only in America, but also in India, none of them strictly are said to be authoritative, because in almost every one of them has expressed his own opinions without touching the spirit of the Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada says, the spirit of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Now, what is the spirit of the Bhagavad Gita is a very important topic. Now, as I will be reading, Prabhupada's introduction essay, which is also you can find in the Veda base. Just go to that. Introduction. So the Mangalacharan verses. And right now we read only paragraph 1. So as I'm discussing, certain terms will come up, and these terminologies and philosophical concepts we will be discussing in between. Like Mangalacharan we discussed, we read the verse and we discussed the concept of Mangalacharan. So now after reading this, certain terminologies have come in and we will be discussing that terminologies, but that we will do in the next week. Sorry, in the next class. So I will stop here. And again, if there are any questions, I can take up. So any questions, any clarifications up till now, if you have. Okay, no questions. So then we will stop here. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.